All right, hello and welcome. How are you doing on what I hope is a fantastic October the 7th? Guys, we are in the month of Halloween, which is a month apparently. Yeah.
Halloween is a month?
Apparently, it's a month of Halloween.
Oh, okay. It's the month of Halloween.
Yeah.
I guess that is accurate.
I saw a great idea for those who are just too impatient to wait on getting Christmas decorations up. You can put up your Christmas tree with lights and everything and put a sheet over it, and it becomes a ghost.
Ghosts. Oh, wow. That's an idea.
A ghostmas tree.
Joel says it's Halloween all year long, and Josh says no sound from Professor Sebastian, whomever that is. Sebastian.
Okay, I just checked. That's verifiably false. We're good.
Who is this Professor Sebastian?
I'm not sure. It's strange.
It's very strange.
He must be having a Matthew moment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm affecting you like this, Josh.
I hope you feel better, Josh. I really do.
It's rough, the longer people around me, they pick up my forgetfulness, my inability to know names.
I've had that happen to me lately,
It happens, and I apologize.
It does. Thanks, Matthew. I appreciate it.
It's communicable over airwaves, apparently.
Apparently, yes.
Hey, Trevor Lord, how you doing?
Welcome. And Anna was here earlier. She went to bed though, so love you, sweetie.
Solid choice.
Hope you see this later.
I'm jealous a little bit. I stayed up real late on Saturday. I had a lesson to write for Sunday.
Oh, how'd that go?
Oh, it went well. But my difficulty was we're really trying to keep each message down to half an hour. Because, we have 6th graders through 12th graders. And so it's really hard for the 6th graders to last past that half an hour point. Especially
I imagine 12th graders too.
They're a little bit better. But,
little bit. Okay.
The TikTok generation, they have a hard time focusing. And
right. What are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. Something. But I had a very, very long passage. And so they also want us to be reading every verse in the passage because we're doing an overview of the New Testament for over the next 3 years. And I had so many verses that half the time was just reading the passage. And so I did not make it down to 30 minutes. I cut it down as much as I could, but even then I was at 40 minutes in the end. I tried.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but it had me up late, cutting everywhere where I could.
At least you can go 2 hours.
It's true. I saved that for Tuesdays when everything's all
Tuesdays.
Yeah. Everything's all impromptu. I have to keep talking until I meet myself.
Is that like the medical staff arriving on Tuesday?
No, that's like us right now.
And the tractor beam?
Hey, I did see it was the 30th anniversary of Generations, I believe, on Sunday.
Sunday? I thought that came out in November.
Was it? I saw the meme.
I thought so.
On Facebook, someone was like, "Happy anniversary," but let me guess, it won't be here till Tuesday? Your meme won't be here till Tuesday? I should know better than to trust what I read on the internet.
November 18th.
Wow. They're really early with that. Is it even 30 years, or are they just 100% wrong on everything?
Actually, it would be 31 this year. It was 1994 it came out.
They must have just grabbed a random meme that they thought was funny and reposted it then.
Probably. But, it could be, you could look at it as 30 years +1.
They're just really late on getting it.
Yeah.
Tuesday a year later.
Right.
And no, there is a boom. Thank you. I do apologize. I try really hard to either do it Monday night, post the video, get the stream set up, or first thing Tuesday morning. But honestly, like as soon as I got the kids in bed last night, I was heading to bed. I was just so tired because it was. I
hear you.
Like 1:30 when I went to bed, and then about 5:30 when I woke up on Sunday.
Ooh, that's rough.
It was, and then Sunday's like a really long day. I love Sundays. I love Wednesdays. So those are our 2 church days and favorite days of the week. But man, I was so tired. And then this morning, I like ran out the door as fast as I could because I've had this project at work where I get to be working with actual hardware. You know, usually I'm doing all programming stuff, but I was actually getting to do hardware stuff, and I love getting to mess with hardware. And so
cool.
it was so fun, so difficult, but I got it worked out just in time to get home. So I didn't set it up.
Nice. Okay.
So sorry about that, everyone.
To me, it was right on time. So, by the way, I looked it up. November 18th this year is a Tuesday.
Oh. If only it was like a bigger anniversary number for them.
Well, 30 plus 1.
30 plus 1. This is the first anniversary of celebrating their 30th anniversary.
There you go.
I think that's how the saying goes. Their first anniversary of turning 30.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
It's close enough.
Let me guess.
What you got going on this week?
What's I got going on this week? Too much. We got too much going on at the library. New website, rooms been reconfigured. Half the website is not working quite right.
Oh,
links aren't right. The images aren't right. So a lot of fixing that needs to be done. Taught a computer class this morning, so and I got my pals going as well. I don't know if you know what pals is.
It's a library thing.
It is a library thing. It's people attending library.
Oh,
well, that sounds good too. People attending library services.
Okay.
It's for people that are homebound. We take them books each month. We have about 60 people signed up for the program.
So is that where like they request a book, or you just bring a random selection and let them pick what they...
Well, they can request specific titles, but they also give us an idea of what kinds of books that they like to read, what authors they like to read, and we'll find titles that they have not read in those guidelines and take them to them as well. But like I said, they can ask for specific titles.
Well, that's a real fun service.
I was having trouble talking earlier, so. But yeah, it's for people that can't get out. They can't get to the library, so we bring the library to them.
I agree with Trey, Lauren. That does sound nice.
And that was part of my promotion a year ago.
Oh. Overseeing that program?
Yeah, I became the coordinator for the program.
Omni wants to know if he can drive the bookmobile.
Sure, as soon as you get over your illness.
Gotta come down to Texas.
Yeah, gotta come to Texas.
Can't long distance that. I mean, you get a little too much lag going on there, and whew.
Actually, it's not a bookmobile. We have volunteers that drive to the residents' homes or the assisted living facilities that they're at.
That's cool.
So, yeah. Yes, we do have speed limits.
Yeah. I'm not sure where you're getting your information on that one.
Well, I think he was kidding. just a little.
You never know. I mean, we do like to pretend we're pretty free-spirited down here, but
That's true.
It's only by comparison.
Hey, Mercer. It's good to see you. Welcome.
Okay, so it's funny, Hoot Owl. They're saying that probably library books helicoptered in by an HEB disaster relief chopper. I was so confused why everyone was so excited for HEBs. Because I grew up in a school district that was HEB ISD. And I'm like, I don't get it. Who cares about HEB? It's not that great of a school district anyway. And then I found out it was like this independent grocery thing like Aldi, apparently. And it's all right, but I still...
Oh, you don't like HEB?
I don't dislike HEB. It's just kind of like the Beatles. Oh, wow, I'm about to really throw some fire on here. It's like the Beatles. They're a decent band, but I don't get why everyone's so obsessed with them.
Ooh, I hope my dad does not hear this.
There's a lot of people who would be upset. Like I got a couple guys in my youth group, and they are furious that I have, playfully furious, but furious that I have this stance. Where I'm like, guys, they are the Taylor Swift of the 60s. They have a die-hard following because they had a couple very, very good songs. Like, they had a couple top hits that universally anyone would be like, this is amazing. And then they had a good number of like, it's all right. And then they're just kind of mid beyond that. And, I don't get it. I don't get why everyone's obsessed to the degree they are.
Okay.
I know, Josh. I know it's fighting words, not just people over the age of 60. There's a lot of people like in my generation and the next generation and the next generation who are like, no, the Beatles are the top band ever. I'm like, they're good, but top band? I don't know.
I don't know. I really like the Beatles, but Queen was awesome.
Right? They are. I'm just saying, like, even of the time they're in, if I had to pick a random Beatles song or a random Beach Boys song, I'd probably enjoy the Beach Boys just by randomness.
Fair enough.
Pick a random Beatles song or Johnny Cash song. I might enjoy a little Johnny Cash more.
Johnny Cash.
Just if you pick one just randomly out. Not denying they're a great band. They're a wonderful band. But hey, Taylor Swift, also a wonderful person. Great, or not a wonderful person, a wonderful singer. But is she really as great as people say she is? Or does she just have the really die-hard following who will kill anyone who even dares to question how great she is?
I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
I know I have
no kill lie.
I've angered two groups across so many generations. But hey, if I'm gonna be controversial, I mean let's be controversial on pointless things. You think I'm already on a walkabout? Hey, I'm always on a walkabout, going down those rabbit holes and rabbit trails.
And if he's not on a walkabout, he's on a rideabout.
It's better than being in the back.
Is it?
No, that's a ride along. Excuse me.
Ride along. Okay.
Are they digging Neil out of the dirt? What, Neil Diamond? No? Is Neil Diamond dead? What Neil? Who Neil are we talking about?
No. Well, you mentioned Neil Diamond, so
Neil from Rush.
Got it.
Okay. Josh, thinking of four-letter word that starts with S and ends with K for Taylor Swift. I wouldn't go that far, but
Neil Diamond is alive.
I would say she's. He's Neil from Rush. Okay. Look, I'm impressed that I remembered Neil Diamond and Johnny Cash's name. We, I'm really at the
Off
limit
to a
of
good
my,
start tonight. Very
I know.
good start.
You hate the Beach Boys? Fair enough. I mean,
Everyone has their likes and dislikes.
yeah.
Even if you're wrong, Mercer.
See, I enjoy,
you didn't hear me say that.
I enjoy their peppy beat. For all their songs, even like the ones where like Wouldn't It Be Nice? And they had the part where they slow down a little bit. It's still a peppy drive behind it, and I enjoy it. Whereas the Beatles, they have this weird harmonization they do, where it's not a normal harmonization. It's like not a third or a fifth. It's like a fourth or something, fifth and a half. I'm not a music person, but if you ever listen to it,
I'm not either.
The way they harmonize,
Anna is.
It's just slightly not what you would expect. So it's not disharmonious, but it's a harmony in a different step than what you're used to. And it makes it unique, but I hear a lot of people try and imitate it today, and it's retroactively made me appreciate them less. And I better change the subject, because if any of these youth guys sees this opening, I am getting such an earful tomorrow. So,
oh dear. You'll have to tell us how that works out for you.
I will. Okay, so Hoot, I think, man, I'm really shoving my foot in my mouth today. I think that Madonna is a more talented singer than Taylor. So I think,
yeah, you know what? I would agree with you on that, even though I don't care for her music that much.
Yeah. But when it's saying Taylor's just today's Madonna, I disagree with that, because I think, I mean, okay, so to be fair, Madonna definitely used her feminine nature and looks to drum up her popularity.
She did, yeah.
Kind of like Marilyn Monroe, which I think Madonna intentionally tried to emulate her in some ways.
I think she went beyond, but
I'm trolling so hard to say for fools. No, I'm not trolling at all. I just have extremely wrong opinions. But no, I don't know. You listen to Madonna's work. Maybe it's that it's more technically impressive. Like when you listen to the song she did versus the mass produced of Taylor Swift. And if anyone's learning this for the first time, Taylor Swift and most modern musicians don't really write their own music anymore. And so everything has a very sameness sort of quality to it. There's not a lot of extreme distinction between bands anymore.
I really don't know if I could pick out a Taylor Swift song.
I could, simply because I recognize her motifs. Like, not in terms of, this is from her her teen era. This is from her whatever the different eras she does. But just she does have a distinctive voice. She has a great voice. It's just there's less technicality to her music. Whereas Madonna, again, equally great voice, but her music was more technically complex, if that makes sense.
Joel says, welcome to the Taylor Swift channel. I think it's more music theory channel right now, Joel.
I actually, on Discord a while back ago, I posted a video about the music theory of Klingon opera. And
I remember, yeah.
They're talking. He did a follow-up video. I'm like, you know what? I did one video on music theory. I can't do another. But he did a follow-up video where he's like, okay, I was a little bit wrong. It's actually this sort of diharmonics they do. But I actually love music theory. It's one of those really fun things, especially movie theory. Whenever you bring it into movies, and the way that they use music in movies to get you to think things that you're not even aware of, like the way it affects the way you're thinking about people on the screen. Like the way they try, it's called the reification of music now. It's where the theme behind the music is so integrated into the theme itself that it can't be disassociated from the music. So like the Star Spangled Banner, you sing it and boom, America. Flight of the Valkyries, it's been reified, and so that it's always going to be the, you know, you got the Vietnam sort of situation, or you got the planes coming in. It's become like this military tune of the people flying in. They did it with the Star Wars movies, where anytime the Force is used, they play Luke's theme, because Luke's theme became the using the Force. And so there's tons of things like that. If you're ever interested in movies, you're ever interested in like, hey, what's going on behind them? Look into some music theory for movies, because the things they do, it's wild. And clearly the musicians and composers who make it don't get paid enough when you look into this stuff.
Oh, I agree. Really good ones, that is.
Yeah. I like John Williams, all the Star Wars and Indiana Jones. I wish John would know this immediately. Who did the music for Star Trek? The first motion picture.
You'd have to ask me that, and it's just flown out of my head. Thank you. I'm hanging around you too much. Omni knows. Jerry Goldsmith.
Okay, who is Jerry Goldsmith? Very well done, Omni. Coming soon to a Jep Nerdy near you.
Exactly.
Yeah, just phenomenal job. He de facto created the theme for Klingons in that movie.
Yeah, he did. And the Next Generation theme, which carried over from the main theme of TMP.
Yeah. All of which to say, music is great. I've made extremely controversial comments about Taylor Swift and the Beatles. And
I say more about the Beatles than Swift.
And Mercer clearly has great taste in musicians.
Oh, yes. He has some fine ones there.
And you know, Positive, I'd have a hard time picking out a Prince song if I heard it. Like somehow all his music passed me by. And all of a sudden I heard about this guy formerly known as Prince, and now he's just a symbol, and here's his music, and I'm like, wait, who's this guy? He's how popular? How did I miss all this? So I miss Prince.
He really didn't do much for me as a musician, so. Although, just talk to Anna, I'm not a music person, although I mentioned that earlier, but I really am not.
Oh, I thought,
especially for like,
talk to her.
No, talk to her.
Yeah.
She'll tell you. But yeah, popular music, I just can't get into it. Theme music, classical music. Now those are more my thing.
Yeah. In the days when we had to make our own CDs.
Mm-hmm.
I had a CD of just opening theme songs for different shows.
Yeah. That's
like,
fun. That's fun to do.
Like Speed Racer.
Speed Racer.
Love Speed Racer opening. So yeah, I love I love music. What was my favorite song? The Golden Girls. No. Speed Racer was, I think, one of my favorite theme songs. I didn't like the show, but I loved the theme song.
I didn't care much for the show either. Or Johnny Quest. Those two I just never cared for, either one of them very much.
I enjoyed the new adventures of Johnny Quest.
Oh, I've not seen those.
It
Probably
was a
because I
short
didn't care
run.
for the original.
Yeah, it was a short run, and like they did VR stuff, and they're having to fight bad guys.
Oh.
It's one of the things that attracted it so much to me.
Joel says this is going downhill so fast.
It is. It is. It's the only way I can go fast downhill.
This is part of Walkabout.
Yeah, faster than the Mach 5. So let's go ahead. Speaking of Walkabout, let's talk about this. I had some predictions, which, as we all know, are always spot on for every episode.
Yeah, 100%. Just perfect, Matthew.
Yeah.
It's
not my fault.
It's like you have psychic powers.
Yeah.
You're part of the Psychic Friends Network. You just can tune it all in.
Yeah, it's not my fault that every week I get stuck in a parallel dimension where the plot ended up being something else. It's the Mandela effect every week.
Mandela effect. I was just going to say that. There's Thomas. Finally,
hey, Thomas.
You're late, mister.
He's right on time because we were just going to talk about predictions.
I wonder if he was there all along, and now that we're going into the episode, he decides to show up publicly. So you did have a prediction. So you said, going straight off the title, someone needs to clear their head, going for a bit of a walkabout. We do know that Franklin has said he would be resigning immediately, and that was one of your predictions, that something would happen in the past couple of episodes that would keep him there on the station to stay, but you were wrong about that prediction. So maybe this would be focusing on Franklin with the fact that he is dealing with the stims. But then you reverse course and you said, well, sometimes an episode will go back a little bit and say, hey, here's what everyone else was doing. Well, the other characters were doing something else in the episodes we just saw. And then it would have a quick catch up to the end of the episode as we catch up with the other people. So Walkabout will be about what Garibaldi is up to while all the Babylon 4 stuff is going on. It'll be him checking in on the different spots on the station. You'll need a cohort in this, you thought, and maybe he meets up with Londo and they have an episode together, you thought? Well, then no, this isn't where Londo is right now. So Londo wouldn't be a cohort. But maybe we'll see a balance of the different characters. We'll see Londo. We'll have Garibaldi interacting with Jakar. It would be cool to see interaction with Fear, but it will be a balance back and forth between the characters as he's doing his walkabout the station, making sure everything is going well.
All right.
So that was your prediction. Did I say Lando, Mercer? I thought I said Londo. Londo Malari.
Well, let's find out if I'm right. And to do that, it would probably help if I pin this message that Jeff was so kind to put in at the beginning of the stream. So at the top of the stream, you will see there is now a link that takes you to the streaming room. If you are here for the first time, yep.
I forgot. I forgot your future predictions.
Oh, yeah, future predictions.
So the White Star will be outmatched at some point, probably in season 5, and get badly damaged. The Techno Mages will come back and just upgrade the White Star. Again, this will be a late season 5 occurrence. Because Londo has 3 chances to avoid his fate, he will squander the first 2. The third one is where he will redeem himself. And who is Morgana Le Fay from Late Delivery from Avalon? Is it Lita? Or is it Buster? Is it Buster?
Buster is the bester.
Buster is the bester. He is indeed the bester.
Yep, severely damaged at some point, Omni. You will see. Someone will, at least. It might be me. But hello and welcome if you're new here. The way we do things is this is not a way to just pop on and immediately watch an episode of Babylon 5. Sorry if that's what you came here for. It's not what we're here for. But if you're here right now, this is my first time ever watching this episode. So you can come join us in the stream room, and that syncs up all of our watch times so that hopefully we're within a second or two of each other. If you're here in the future, sorry, that link won't work. You need to have your own legal copy to be able to join us and watch this on your own. But good news, you can do it real easily. If you have Amazon Prime, it's there on Amazon Prime, included with it. No ads even. If you pay for their extra service, If you have Hulu or Roku, not Hulu, excuse me, if you have Tubi or Roku, you can watch it. And my understanding is a really great thing about Tubi is you don't even need to create an account on them. You just get to watch it with ads.
Yep.
Yep. Fair's fair.
Yep.
And that's nice because, hey, who really wants to sign up for yet another service? Not really me. So
precisely.
But an even better way, and a way that you don't have to sign up for services, and a way that you don't have to worry about advertisements, is just go buy the physical media. It's on Amazon, usually around $70, $80, all 5 seasons. Highly recommend it. And then you can watch it as much as you like without ads. Thomas is saying it's actually 64 right now. That's nice.
Only 11 left.
I mean,
and
they'll restock.
I wonder if that's the regular price. They do have the Amazon Prime Day going on.
That's true. Well, let's check that real quick here. Amazon, Babylon 5.
The DVD is available for $40. But nice. The Blu-ray is $64.50.
Okay. And yeah, that's the... I mean, that's the $10-12 off its usual price, I feel like. Its usual lowest price. It kind of fluctuates, but pretty good price.
It's been around $70 for a while now.
And yeah, Thomas is saying that's not on sale for Prime Day, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
It's just a good
Walmart
deal.
has their special going on at the same time. I wonder if they have it on sale. Let me look.
While he's looking it up, one last thing. We got clips.
$66.95. Sorry.
$66.95. Okay.
So yeah,
if you're on your phone or something, you can't join us in the screening room, and you can't watch it on your own physical media or whatever you're doing, we got you covered. Once every 7-9 seconds, right here-ish, there we go, there'll be a clip, just a still image, no audio. If ever there's audio, please tell me immediately so I can rectify that, because I don't want to get in trouble doing this. It's a fun thing to do. As we discuss it, I will give some commentary, hopefully about what we're seeing on the screen. Most likely not, as I get distracted so easily.
I try to keep him on track, folks. I try so hard.
He
so
does.
Difficult.
Yes, it is difficult. But hey, that's what we're here for. So let's go ahead and do a quick 3 countdown. We'll jump into this week's episode and see how long it takes me before I am thoroughly off on a rabbit trail. So 3, 2, 1, hit that play button, everyone. Okay, I was wondering why he was so upset. So Londo is extremely upset right now that there is a Narn heavy cruiser right next to Babylon 5. And he's saying that according to the treaty, the Narns aren't supposed to have any heavy cruisers left. And and Londo, he was asking what sort of guarantee can Garibaldi offer him that the Narn heavy cruiser won't open fire, and he says, well, it's the same guarantee that I give you that no Narn will break into your quarters and slit your throat any night. Sleep tight. Okay, so I've forgotten this lady's name. Not the redhead. I remember the redhead. I've forgotten the new doctor's name.
That's Lillian Hobbs.
Lillian Hobbs. Okay. So Dr. Hobbs is kind of the replacement interim doctor right now. I honestly don't know if Franklin's really coming back. I remember that JMS has mentioned that he's written exit clauses for all the actors. And maybe Franklin, in real life, the actor who played him, wanted his exit clause and has left the show. Ooh. I'm hoping not. And here comes Vorlon.
There's Ivanova. No, she went to Babylon 4.
Okay. Oh, yeah, so we're not back in time.
Right.
And so the captain needed just to stretch his legs a little bit, so he went for a walk outside on the forward stabilizers.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, Joel, not the one, not the one.
So Sheridan's on a walkabout. Good night, Mercer.
Take care. So, it's interesting. We're kind of getting introduced or reintroduced some characters real quick here. We're seeing Lita again. Maybe she's going to come and rejoin the cast. We're seeing the replacement for Kosh, possibly. And they they pull up next to him and they write something in Vorlon. I know, Thomas. Matt was wrong. It's unusual.
He can't get them all right.
Yeah.
Can he? One wrong once in a while. No biggie.
And Joel's saying the ship says this side up.
JMS was asked what that said, and he said, "Welcome to Hawaii."
What? Was he being tongue-in-cheek?
Yes.
Okay. You can't tell. Like, maybe this was supposed to be some secret phrase. So based on the fact that people were having to ask him, I'm assuming it was not disclosed at some point?
It was not.
I feel like that's a little unusual for him to kind of put something out there and then not answer it somewhat quickly even.
Omni, Joel, I'm just reading what was on the Usenets back in the day.
So yeah, I feel like this might be an episode where we get a moment to reintroduce and introduce maybe some characters, some changing in the guard this episode. I mean, okay, so they just put Lita as a guest star.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're toward the end of the season. Maybe anything
Green
official isn't in. So Jakar is serving dinner to this individual, and
this is the captain of the warship.
Oh, that makes sense. They even gave the establishing shot.
And we saw this character in season 2 when it jumped in and B5 protected it.
Okay.
Or was it early season 3? Yes, we have seen him before, Omni. You're right.
I think that was season 3.
Okay.
Because I want to say that was the point where Babylon 5 had to choose. That was the moment they chose, like, hey, we're going to stand against Earth.
It wasn't that late. This is when Earth was going to sign the treaty with Centauri Prime.
Okay.
And the warship jumped in, and B5 protected it.
And Sheridan made the comment about, or the message was sent to him, remember the chain of command, or remember something like that. And then he realized, well, this came from a random document. I need to have it verified. So I protected the Narn because it was the existing treaty.
I think you're thinking of another thing when the Night Watch tried to take over. What were you calling it? The Night
Guard?
I forget what you called it. Night Guard was trying to take over the station, basically.
I'm just getting all the episodes mixed up. Night Force?
Night Force. There you go.
Yes.
Night Force. It's been a while since we've heard about the Night Force, so I forgot what they were called. Ooh.
Ominous. They kind of got like a medallion chess piece.
Yeah. Looks a little different.
Oh, but one of the funny things during the dinner scene is Jakar was commenting on how it seems that every race has their own version of these Swedish meatballs. So they're doing their usual dignitary stuff. That
He's very talkative, this guy.
Did he just say that they're going to keep calling him Kosh in public?
Yes, and in private.
And here he's confirming that, what am I supposed to refer to you in private? And he goes, Kosh. And he's saying that we are all Kosh.
Indeed.
And so, well, he's a Vorlon, all right. Speaking in mysteries. And there's Franklin kind of bumming around.
So it was the last episode of season 2 that the Narn warship came in.
Okay.
Yes, it is the same actor doing the voice Omni as the Kosh we knew. Kind of knew.
So Garibaldi, he said, what are you doing down here? And Frank goes, it's a long story. He goes, why is everything a long story around here? Why can't everything just be a direct short story? But apparently Franklin has been just traveling in a straight line. Oh, Franklin said the name of the episode. He just needed to do a bit of a walkabout. So he's talking about how in the academy he had such this mentality of you have to be giving your all into what you're doing, and he kept that mentality, and you just keep putting more and more and more in, and eventually there comes a point where you hit a fork in the road and you don't even notice it. You head off right, but the rest of you, the real part of you, heads off left. And he just claimed that he feels like he didn't want to be a doctor. He wasn't supposed to be a doctor, and he was using the stims to distract him away from that reality. And he's saying that this belief came from the Aborigines, which I'm assuming he's talking about the Australians.
Mm-hmm.
He says, but whenever you feel this way, that you've lost yourself, you go on a walkabout. You keep walking until you meet yourself.
And the two halves have a talk.
Like Kirk and Kirk. When he got split. You know, I am Captain Kirk. So it's interesting that they're going to... Ooh. Ooh.
Kind of guess what that looked like.
Well, that's rude. Lita comes out and says, I heard you arrived and I was coming to see you. And he starts to choke her. Oh, and he's kind of... it seems like he's blaming her for Kosh's death. She's apologizing, saying, I'm sorry I wasn't here. I was doing what he told me to do. And he's saying that she failed. Wow, he really is a jerk. You guys weren't joking.
This is the same Vorlon we saw at the beginning of War Without End Part 1 on Minbar.
I thought his suit was a little more pink in color.
I think it's the lighting.
So Sheridan says, how you falling in with the new ambassador? And she goes, fine. Fine. And the Vorlons are a delicate people. They don't react well to change. And she's saying it's been a long time since one of them died, and they're taking it kind of hard, which she's kind of... it sounds like she's trying to justify his abuse.
Others have said that too. Oh.
And it seemed like she was almost hearing something Vorlonish as he was talking. Like she wasn't paying attention to him. And right when he said, is there a problem? There's kind of that twinkly Vorlon speak in the background.
We never hear the new Vorlon's real name, but it's Alkesh from a novel.
Oh. So he was being less than honest that they're all Kosh.
Supposedly. And JMS does consider the novels to be canon.
Oh. So he comes into the bar and he goes, I'll have, and bartender just hands him this chocolate milk looking thing. He goes, I'll have this.
Josh is pointing out in chat that we also saw Alkesh at the end of War Without End Part 2, back 1,000 years in the past, with Kosh himself.
Oh, that was Kosh.
It was Kosh and Alkesh. JMS wrote this song?
That means he gets royalties.
Yeah, I guess he does.
And I also hear that Brett Spinner is supposed to get some royalties for the song he made up in Star Trek Generations. Life
Really?
forms.
Wow.
Like it was almost a big legal thing. They just been like, just have Data do something as he's typing on the keypad, and so he made up this song, and like it was one of these things where they had to quickly get it registered or get him registered as a musician and get him some royalties, like something small, just so they could legally use it.
Right. Trevor Lauren, I'm sorry I didn't see you state in chat that JMS wrote this music. He did indeed. Frankie wrote the music, but JMS wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he didn't sing it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're reviewing what we found out in the episode before War Without End, I think, that it seems that the Shadow Spiders have a potential weakness for those with telepathic abilities. Yes, Omni, don't thump the Book of Jaquan.
Right.
And Sheridan is saying, unfortunately, War doesn't tolerate ambiguities. We have to find out if we're right.
No, I said Frankie. I meant Chris Frankie, who wrote the music for B5 series.
Oh, and that's why Lita's here. She's going to be the telepath on board. And so Ivanova is pointing out the past 2 times they've had an encounter with the Shadow Spiders. The reason they won was they blew it up in Jupiter before it really took off. For one of them, and then it took off. They blew up on Jupiter, and then
inside the atmosphere.
They blew up a warp gate to take out the other one.
Jump gate.
Sorry, wrong. Yes, jump gate.
Wrong franchise.
They blew up a jump gate, so this would be the first time they directly engaged a Vorlon ship, Shadow Spider ship. I got Vorlons in the brain today. Sorry.
Omni says, cowards. No one else wants to join in.
And I do like that we're seeing more aliens here. That it's not just the core B5 crew anymore in this war room. It's the other 2 races that have joined in. No, more than 2 races. We're seeing some other races.
Yeah. Well, they got the League to sign in, or a lot of them anyway, to sign up for protection of B5.
So Garibaldi points out that if you don't know how strong of a telepath you need, it's not really much of a test. And he says, everyone for my plan, everyone against Sheridan, nay, ayes have it.
Well, it is a council. It's not a dictatorship.
Now do not thump the DVDs of Jaquan. The audio book of Jaquan. She's moving fast. I mean, she's confident. So she's talking about she's asking what he's in. You know, some businessman just flew in, and he mentions he's a doctor. And she goes, well, my mom always told me to marry a doctor, but I could never find one with the right glance down equipment. And he gives her his name, and she goes, oh, Steven, I had an old boyfriend that ripped my heart out. So, nope, you're going to be Steve. Sorry. And Omni, I too worry about this girl. He's saying that he's as good as with women as Harry Kim. I don't know, just it feels like he's getting almost set up. And the music definitely took a downshift right here that Jakari's he was saying, you know, are we going to help him out? And the captain's saying, no, it's a suicide mission, fool's errand. If he dies, then he dies.
Ooh.
And we actually got to see an initial disagreement between these two when they were having the Swedish meatballs. That the captain is still very much the mindset of when are we going to rally together and get back the home world. And Jakar's kind of gone through this enlightenment thing over the course of the season where he's taking more of a not true pacifist route. I mean, we certainly saw he enjoyed how the bad guys made a very satisfying thump when he hit them with King Arthur.
True.
And so she keeps holding this glass up, and he goes, "Why do you keep doing that?" And she's going, "I'm looking at your soul." She's saying that she believes that when light passes through us, it exposes that person's soul. So if I can turn this just right, I can look inside you and see your soul. And so she asks him, "What are you doing here?" And he goes, "I don't know." She says, "Wrong answer. Wrong answer. You're supposed to say you're here to spend the night with a beautiful woman." And he goes, "Am I?" He goes, "You could be."
Oh.
And so Garibaldi, he comes back. I came back to return your Booker Jaquan. What does it matter what it says in here if you don't even believe it? And Garibaldi is upset. It was supposed to have left by now. And apparently, Jakar had made a promise for it to be gone by now. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The thing that he's upset about is the fact that it stayed here instead of going with them to support, to offer support. And
That's
he's
it.
he's pointing out that all of their people risked their lives to save this very ship. Even when they had no resources to do it, they still went out there and fought for them. And they're not reciprocating. They're not showing the same level of respect.
And yes, Hoot Owl Garibaldi is in great form.
And Franklin, he's saying it's not right for you to be here living like this, which, yeah, I mean, I was a little confused by that comment too. Like, it seems like she has a very decent, nice quarters. I think, okay, on the list of Matthew's continuing failed predictions, I feel like we're going to find out that she has some medical issue. And that's why she keeps doing this thing. And apparently she was taking some sort of narcotic. That's what she's been drinking.
We've heard this medicine before. They gave it to Sinclair in season 1 when he was all drugged up. In the episode where we find out more about his time on the Minbari ship. He was hallucinating and...
Oh, she wants a shot. Okay.
Yeah, she wants a shot of it. If she's drinking alcohol, but she wants the medicine.
Okay.
And a shot. Sorry. I didn't catch on to that.
I mean, it definitely framed it as if she was drinking the narcotic.
No.
And so Lita is asking Sheridan how she knew that Kasha died. And he's saying it, I woke up out of a dream and just knew that Kasha died. He goes, Kosh once touched my mind, and I guess that made me sensitive enough to know when he died. And Joel, I don't know if she does want a Franklin. She wants a doctor who she can get him to prescribe her whatever she wants. She wants a dealer.
Here we go.
Okay, so yeah, it won't get severely damaged. That's season 5. And Lita's trying, but she doesn't seem to be doing quite as well as Buster.
Well, she is only a P5. He's a P12.
And it looked for a second like they were going to flee. But
uh-oh.
Nope, it's coming in on attack vector. So Sheridan is saying, I need you to focus. And she's claiming she can't. Well, she's not claiming. She's on the floor. She can't. And Lanier is saying, do we need to pull in our other ship? But when Sheridan grabs her hand, somehow she sees a flash of Kosh. Oh, she scanned him. And
Oh,
ooh, she got mad.
don't make
When she
Lita
scanned
mad.
him, she found out that they tore him apart, or tore Kosh apart. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. And she's saying, if you're going to do something, you better do it now. And she has blood coming out of the corner of her eye. And so they're trying to figure out what is it going to take to kill one of these things. But if they give any more power to the weapons array, it's going to turn off the engines so they can't escape. But it punches a hole through the ship. Ha! And when it dies, the legs curl up like a spider.
Yep.
So P5, powerful enough, provided you get it angry enough.
Is she only a P5 though?
She has spent a lot of time with the Vorlons.
Well, they enhanced her, given her gills, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
What else did they do?
And so the jazz singer steals his ID card and leaves Steve behind. So Lita was just saying that she felt it shifting in her mind, and she thinks they managed to get a distress signal off. And it's still going to take the White Star 10 minutes, 10 standard minutes, before they're able to blast off. And it was 4 shadow ships. Yeah, run for it. Ooh, but who dis? Oh, it's the Death Star technology.
Holographic communications.
Yeah.
Now, the Minbari telepaths seem more powerful. They don't have to have a line of sight, it seems. Or maybe it works differently.
They did seem like they had to almost fall asleep, though.
Yeah. Maybe it works differently for Minbari, Omni.
And so the White Star's weapon system is only at 60%. They can fire, but it's not going to do anything against it. Lita's out of mana. She can't do anything to stop it.
Oh.
And it's the Narn to save the day. Hopefully. And we did see this same tactic early on, where I want to say it was 3 Narn ships attacked all at once and were able to damage a ship.
Haha!
It's all the cowards.
And they run.
Interesting. They were able to break the telepath holding them down.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And one of them was able to just not just run, but it seems like they immediately kind of shift away into hyperspace.
All three of them did.
Franklin's getting a rude awakening. Yeah, did I hear the sound of something breaking? Oh, the sound of someone falling. Metazine.
Metazine, yep.
Oh, what Lita heard. I mean, I heard the Vorlon sound effect, but were there distinguishable words? Yes, I did hear. Oh, there were words.
And so it begins. Those were the words.
Okay, so she used his identicard to get the Metazine, but when she got back to his apartment or her apartment, she couldn't take. She passed out from the pain before she could take it. Apparently, she had advanced neural something. But it's a fatal condition, and she maybe has 6 months left to live.
And you hit that on the nail. The head of the nail. You
I get
said
one
that
thing
she
right
would have,
every once in a while.
she had a medical condition.
My old prediction was wrong, but I got one B story twist in there. Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm getting a little ahead of myself, I guess, but I think the B story is really with Lita and the Shadows, where this is the A story based upon the title of the episode. I think the B story was stronger.
Well, Josh, I walked back on that prediction. I said Franklin episode, and they said, no, it's going to be Garibaldi. So I was wrong. I was almost right.
You were this close.
Missed it by that much.
Yep.
So she is. What's her name?
That is her name just
Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Thank you, Omni.
It's Cailin. It's Cailyn. Cailin.
So Kieferlin. See, Cailin is saying that being a singer is like the only thing that keeps her going, and she couldn't bear the thought of not doing this. She ran out of money to be able to afford the painkillers. because it is a narcotic, but I mean, so is codeine. So is what's the common one they used for painkillers back in the day? I can't think of it. And not that one positive. So Lita was just saying that she told him earlier that she doesn't have a piece of Kosh, but it's possible that someone else does.
Percocet?
Maybe I'm thinking of a generic name for it, but it's the one that people have very traditionally gotten addicted to. Morphine. Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Not aspirin. Morphine was what I was thinking of.
Now, this is a different song, and JMS wrote this one as well.
And then you see this shot with him in the prison, looking into his soul. It's still in many pieces, yeah. And so the song is talking about how you lost yourself in yesterday, forgot yourself tomorrow. And so the song is going over the stuff Franklin's going through. Well, Jeff, what did you think about tonight's episode?
I think I already kind of hinted at it. So you have an A plot, which is the Walkabout with Franklin, and you have the B plot, where you have Lita coming back and the new ambassador and the battle with the shadow spider vessels. Mm-hmm. I think the B plot was actually better than the A plot. Yeah. I really couldn't get much into the A plot very much. And some people will tell me, no, it's the other way around, that I've got it backward. Hi, John. But I don't think I do, because you got to go by the title. The title, it ties in with the A plot. So C plot, Lita and Vorlon stuff. Yeah, there's a little bit of that. I think the B and C plot, if you will, Omni, kind of tie together a bit. But I think that's more of a continuation on what we've been seeing more than the Franklin stuff, which is kind of related to what we've seen, but it's its own thing.
Yeah, and Josh is saying that my singing off-topic turned out to be in part of the episode.
Right. Thomas says that I must have watched the wrong episode because that was nothing like your prediction, Matthew.
Yeah, like I said before we began, every week I fall into this weird Mandela effect where I end up in a different time stream, a different dimension where it's nothing like what I predicted. I don't understand. It's weird.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We must be jumping universes, you and I don't know.
Yeah. So someone's leaping into the past and messing up my present.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if anybody would do it, it would probably be the Bunny Cabal. So there you are.
I do agree, by the way, that the plot with Lita and Sheridan and everyone, the White Star, and the new Kosh, vastly superior episode. Yeah. And honestly, my main reason for thinking it is I understand Franklin's going through a hard time right now, but they had him become just way too invested in this person overnight. I mean, I could see him being compassionate and doing everything he did, but the way they were framing it with like the gentle caressing of the hair and, oh, I'm just so instantly laser beam in love with this woman. Like,
we see Star Trek doing this too, so it's not unique to the show, but
we do. And I get it's hard to create an episode where someone has enough time to fall in love with a person, that's going to be here and gone in a week.
Yeah.
Maybe make another
really,
guest appearance at some point.
Yeah, you really don't know the person.
Interestingly, I think TNG, one of the strongest episodes they did for letting a character fall in love with another character was the TNG one where Riker fell in love with the androgynous individual.
Oh, okay.
They definitely, like, that was the plot of the episode. And they definitely...
Code of Honor?
Not that one. And then Voyager did like a rip-off episode where, wasn't it Chakotay? I'm going to get this wrong. I'm getting all the episodes wrong tonight. I want to say Chakotay fell in love with someone who, as soon as they leave you, you forget about them. And she came back and he fell in love with her again. And then she was taken away and had her mind wiped. And he's like, we can do this. I fell in love with you again. You can fall in love with me again. But she's like, no, I'm going to, like, that's so wrong. Our race does not do this. The episode,
Unforgettable.
I don't know if you're being honest or if you're trolling me somehow. Because both are equal possibilities here.
No, I think he's being honest there.
But okay, so both of those episodes, I think, did a great job of letting you feel like they had enough time to fall in love with a person.
Thomas suggested she finish her Voyager reviews, but you still wouldn't remember.
My what now? Huh. I guess
Exactly.
I'll have to look into that. Weird.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it can be done, is my point. And I get that they were working under a constraint where, I mean, it's kind of a self-made constraint. But while you had everything going on with Franklin, you also had everything going on with Lita and Sheridan aboard the White Star. And so they couldn't let Franklin be spending a week or two getting to know this girl and really falling in love with her. He could only have a one-night stand with her. And that was enough for him to be forever changed by her, I guess.
Well, he hasn't found himself yet, apparently. He's still walking about.
That's true.
Now, I have a question for you.
Okay.
When this episode started, did you get any false hope from that first scene? Because who did we see immediately in that first scene?
The first scene that was on CNC. No, that wasn't on the CNC. We saw
Garibaldi.
Lita.
No, we saw Garibaldi and Londo. Londo was complaining about the Narn cruiser.
Okay.
The warship. Your prediction was Garibaldi would be on Walkabout, and this may have a lot with Londo.
I did. I'm like, all right, here we go.
When I watched the episode yesterday, it was my first thought. Oh, he's going to get all excited because it has Garibaldi talking with Londo in the first scene.
I was so close. They just continued that. And then I thought I might still get it when, like, he was doing his interaction stuff with Jakar. I'm like, hey, we still got a chance, baby. But no, it's not to be born. Not to be born.
So that metazine I was referring to earlier, we did see it in the Sky Full of Stars from season 1. It was part of the cocktail that they were giving Sinclair when he was hooked up to the machinery and they were in his mind trying to figure out what happened during the Battle of the Line where he disappeared for a day.
Okay.
Yeah, made Sinclair hallucinate.
And Melphasis, he mentions that there was an episode where Ensign Kim fell in love. Which one? Are you talking about the one
there were a few of them, weren't there?
There were. Not Favorite Son. That one was horrible.
The disease, says Omni.
Was the disease? That's the one where that's late Voyager, I want to say. And Janeway was all upset with him, like, how dare you? I'd expect this from Tom, but you? And like Thomas, he was glowing.
100 is a few?
But I was also thinking about the one with the crew member who died and they just sent her body into space, and then the alien race picks up the corpse and reanimates it with their own DNA. But she comes aboard and she has a list of things that she's determined to do.
Ashes to ashes, yeah.
Whew. Omni, you are on fire with the episode names tonight.
He knows his Star Trek. He's right up there with. He's right up there with John.
Yeah, for those keeping score, Harry Kim has fallen for a hologram, a Borg, the wrong twin, and the dearly departed. I remember that quote.
So, my big question from this episode is Lita really just a P5?
I feel like she definitely pushed herself a little beyond her limits.
Oh, yeah. She had the blood coming from her eye. So she was straining.
I can't help but feel like it wasn't... I don't feel like she was just mad. And like, ooh, I found that extra bit of oomph I needed because I got mad. I almost felt like in that moment when she scanned Sinclair, she got
Sheridan.
a boost from... Yeah, sorry, Sheridan. She got a boost from Sheridan. Ooh. And they keep talking about this piece of Kosh, and how she also mentioned that the Shadow Spotters ripped him to pieces.
Mm-hmm. She did say that.
I can't help but wonder if there's not a piece of Kosh in Sheridan. And when she scanned him, she didn't get somehow a boost from that piece of Kosh. It kind of like the Doctor, when there's the episode where Donna Noble came back for one, and the Daleks were coming up, and she was able to do like this mind blast thing. And he makes this comment like, do you really think I'd leave my best friend totally undefended? So I wonder if Kosh did the same thing, where he maybe left a piece to defend Sheridan as much as he could, which may come in a couple episodes when we go to that place he's not supposed to go to, Zahadum.
I think you're thinking of the Master, not the Daleks.
Yes.
She blasted all the copies of the Master that were trying to get her. Yeah. Doctor Who. You got to watch it. It's great. Up to a point.
Yeah. Which, I mean, just pick a spot and start going. Pick a doctor and just start going.
Omni says, exterminate.
I personally enjoyed, well, I was going to say New Who, but New Who's something new now. Old New Who.
Yeah, it is New Who.
Yeah.
Which is New Bad Who.
I'd take Jodie over New Who.
I would too.
She at least had a couple good episodes in there.
I'll take Capaldi over Whittaker.
Yeah.
Matt Smith.
David Tennant. We're getting good.
Chris Eccleston. Yes. Great stuff.
Eccleston's where I started initially. And
Tom Baker, which Omni's been watching. Omni's been watching lately.
You just pick up with any doctor as he regenerates, and you're gonna be fine. Because I mean, they build off things that happened in the past, but they do a bit of a soft reboot every time he regenerates. You just pick up with him, you fall in love with it, and then you watch the rest. It'll be fine.
It says free on Pluto TV. It's also on Tubi TV. Most of it of Classic Who is on Tubi TV.
Ooh.
All the color episodes are there. Some of the black and white ones.
You know, the earliest ones, they are at a different pace than modern audiences are used to.
That's very true. Fun. That's very true. And different production qualities. Didn't have a lot of money to work with back then.
Yeah. Tom Baker is a lot of people's favorite. And was Tom Baker was the one that Tennant fell in love with, wasn't he?
Actually, it was Peter Davison was his doctor, if you will. That was the one that followed Tom Baker. And in fact, in a twist, David Tennant married Peter Davison's daughter.
Wasn't that the girl? She showed up and yes.
Yeah, she was the DNA duplicated doctor, became the doctor's daughter. But he turns around, the actor turns around and marries that actress. So the daughter becomes the wife. In a way.
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Exactly.
Which I honestly will lament that if they wanted a female doctor, I really wish we had brought in the doctor's daughter. Like, if you just had to be someone new, bring in the doctor's daughter. I think a lot of people would have been interested in a kind of a merge between Torchwood and Doctor Who, where she's a little more gung-ho, a little more adventurous.
Maybe. Yeah, it might have worked.
Because there will be running.
It definitely will be running. No doubt about that.
That's cool, Josh. I need to go back and I think I got to the end of the first Doctor.
William Hartnell.
I'm like, it's not Baker. We're just talking about Baker. William Hartnell. I got to the end of his run, and then I got distracted.
Some of that's missing.
Yeah.
And some of the second Doctor is missing. Patrick Troughton. I love Patrick Troughton. He's a great doctor.
Omni is saying that he can't wait to hear my prediction on where Grey 17 went. Okay, so
Grey 17 is missing.
It's so hard as a Star Trek fan to not see Gary 7 every time I see Grey 17. But what I think is actually going to happen is Babylon 5 has its sections by colors and numbers. I think that Grey 17 is literally a section on Babylon 5. I don't think the entire section is literally going to transport away such that we have a gaping hole in the middle of Babylon 5 that would cause structural and potential hole breaching issues. But I do think that either some components that were in it, like maybe there's like a key piece of the security system in there or something. Maybe that disappears. Or more likely, I think that the people within it are all just going to vanish. So that Grey 17, the entire sector, just disappears. And they need to figure out why it's missing, where they've gone. And there will probably be something related to the fact that it is not present that's causing issues. The only other thing I can think of would be is if on the schematics it said Grey 17 is like the waste reclamation center, and then you go down there and it's like, wait a minute, there's no waste reclamation center here, and it turned out that they lied on the blueprints or something, and so I could see that being what Grey 17 mission being, is that it was assigned something and all of a sudden it's not actually there because maybe it's put their secret shenanigans, something like that. But I think my first prediction is the most likely one, that the people in it just vanish and is causing problems for the station because they were performing some integral thing on the station. And Thomas apparently was going back and just got to my comments about how I think the Beatles are the Taylor Swift of the 60s. Yes, you can go listen. You can go listen to that. But absolutely, they have good songs, but I feel like their zealot fan base is what has propelled them to popularity over an overabundance of good songs. That's the summary.
On
How did I know Gary's 7 cameos next week? Well, like we've mentioned, I am a psychic. I'm a P1 psychic.
part of the Psychic Friends Network.
Yeah.
Omni says maybe the Techno Mages took it over and they are discovered and then go out to tune up the White Star.
Maybe they're turning Gray 17 into a hangar to work on the White Star.
Oh, I like that idea. Maybe the Gray Council hid Gray 17, but the Gray Council is disbanded, aren't they?
She broke the staff.
P.0001 maybe.
I'm P1. I'm aware of just a general psychic noise in the background, but anytime I type in or tap into it, I'm always 100% wrong about what I heard.
It's good.
-10. Yeah, something like that. Well, Jeff, final thoughts for this episode and this week.
Well, I think it's really good for the B plot. We learn a little bit more about how to combat shadow spider vessels in this episode. What it might take with the psychics. Or I'm sorry, the telepaths. And maybe we learned a little bit about a difference between telepaths and different species. Humans require a line of sight. Minbari, maybe not.
It does seem like they're more immobilized.
And through all this, I think Shakar has gained some stature. He got the League to come and at the end and banded together against the shadow spiders.
That's true. He's
so
definitely,
we're building something here.
He's definitely walking that line between like a messianic figure almost and a warrior. Like the pacifist prophet and the warrior.
I think he's gained wisdom, knows when to strike and when not to.
When to hold them and when to fold them.
True. Sort of. Yeah, it's not a card game per se, but
another song.
True. The Franklin stuff, it's okay. It was all right. Didn't learn a whole lot there, other than what he's doing. Maybe.
Yeah, I get it. He needs that motive to get back in the game as he goes to find himself.
He needs time. He needs to find himself. So
we'll see.
But pretty good episode. Pretty good episode. B plot was stronger.
It was. I liked it. I really enjoyed seeing the fruits of that ongoing research they've been doing coming to fruition.
Yes, John. I don't know. How will playing cards help? That's a good question.
It's just a song, man. Like some singer.
Right, you know what that quote's from, don't you?
No, amazingly, I'm not getting that reference.
Star Trek 4, Voyage Home.
Oh. I should know that one then.
If we play our cards right, and Spock asks him, how will playing cards help?
Star Trek 4 was my favorite. It's what I grew up with.
I know. I
can't believe
I didn't know that one. He's not exactly working on all thrusters.
Okay, if we're going to quote the whole movie, yes. Now that my brain's there, yes, I'm picking this up. And Josh just telling me to look up Redneck Babylon 5. I will do so.
Yeah, have you seen these music videos where you have a redneck version of different sci-fi series? The first one I saw was Voyager, and then they did one for DS9 and TOS and TNG, and they've done one recently for Babylon 5.
Is it safe to watch? No spoilers?
I've not watched the B5 one, so I can't say if there are no spoilers in it or not. That's a good question, Josh. Are there
Josh,
spoilers
rewatch
in
it.
this music video?
Rewatch it. If it's
Video?
good, drop a link in Discord. That'll be my knowledge. Okay, he's saying no, I can't watch it yet. I'll watch the other redneck stuff.
He says you can watch it. Oh, can't watch it. Okay, sorry. Okay.
I'll be patient.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil Matthew. We don't want him to know that his prediction's right about the Techno Mages and the White Star. So
Yeah, it'd be devastating.
mm,
My ego would swell up 3 times.
it would.
Oh, you did put it in that? Okay, well, I still won't watch it, Josh. I still won't watch it. But I'll watch the Voyager stuff because I've definitely seen that more than a few times. Forgetful
Have
as I
you?
am. I have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should go on Jep Nerdy. Although
Ooh.
Thomas wants you to go on, I don't know what he's referring. He keeps calling it Jeff Party or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, unfortunately, you always stream at a time when I'm not available. But I at least, I should start joining in for like the last few minutes of the stream, like John does here.
Oh, well, usually the stream goes until like 12:30 a.m.
Oh, does it really go that late?
Yeah, because we have just free talk after the games.
Okay. I can't watch the Voyager until I give Thomas the next overthinking. All right.
Good night,
Yeah,
Hugo.
I'm going to do the same. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will see you next week at the same time, hopefully with me actually giving the notification at the right time at the hour scampering. Y'all take care.
Thanks for joining us. Have a good week.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will. And be sure to hit that bell icon to be notified of all the updates I do on this channel. If you want to support the work I'm doing here, then I hope you'll consider becoming one of my Patreons, where you'll get early access to all kinds of videos. And until the next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen.